Lesson 4, circle graphs. So for this one, I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly for you on the video because it requires a protractor, but I will guide you through it. So first things first, I'm the realist, you have to, oh yikes, you have to add up all the totals. So I want you to add it up so that we can find that percentage. So you're going to go 1,200 plus 1,170 plus 590 plus 500, and you're going to get 3,460. So we're going to use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the percentage of each section. So if I say rent, the way that we find the percentage is we're going to divide them, and we're going to just leave it as a decimal. So we're going to go 1,200 divided by 3,460, and you get 35%, or 0.35 if we round. Then we're going to do food, which is 1,170 over 3,460, and you should get 0.34. Then we're going to do entertainment. So 590 divided by 3,460, you should get 17%. And clothes, 500 divided by 3,460, and you should get 14%. Something else you should notice is that if I was to add them all together, you get 1, which symbolizes 100%, which is awesome. That's what you should get. If you didn't, and it's way off, you could either have a mistake, or it could just be from rounding. Okay, so we have our percentages. Now we want to change them into degrees. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this decimal, and you're going to times it by 360. So I want you to pause the video and figure that out. Alright, you should have gotten 126 degrees, 122 degrees, 61 degrees, and 50 degrees. When you add all this up, it should also equal 360. However, it might be a little bit off based rounding. I think this one adds up to maybe a little bit less. We're off by like 1 degree, I think. Okay, to graph this, first we need to find the center of the circle. So you're going to take your straight edge and you're going to draw a diameter, lightly sketch a diameter. Also, if you're not using a pencil, yikes, good luck. So lightly sketch a diameter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do a diameter this way, but you don't actually have to sketch it. You're just going to line your ruler up. Just one second. Okay, line your ruler up, and then you're just going to make a tick right in the center to find the center of that circle. And then what you can do is you can erase a radius and keep the other one because that's your first starting line. Okay, so there's our center of a circle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your protractor out. So you should have your protractor out, and you're going to line it up with that middle dot, and then a line on the bottom. And then we're going to do our first section, so 126. So go to 126, starting at 0 right here, going around to 126, and then make your dash. And then using a straight edge, connect them. So there's your first section. Now what you're going to do, which I can't really show you on here with my compass, is you're going to flip your compass around. And you're going to line it up now with this green line, with your new line, and that's where your new 0 line is going to be. And then from there, you're going to measure 122 degrees. So somewhere like this. I can't actually rotate the compass properly. Now you're going to use this line as your starting point, and you're going to measure out 61 degrees, and it'll be like that. And then the last remaining section should be 50. So I want you to pause the video and make sure you get your graph. It'll look a lot better than this. Mine is just an estimate because I don't have a protractor. All right, example 2, working backwards. So we're going to use the knowledge that we know the total, which is 632. So we're going to change the percentage to a decimal. So let's do soccer first. And we're going to go 0.34, and we're going to times it by 632. And that's going to give us how many students are in that section. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to figure all of these out. Okay, so for the first one, you should have got 214.8. Do that again. 88, 2 eighths. Oops. We'll just write down all of the numbers. Now we'll do, what's the next one? Baseball. I wanted to use blue. So 0.17 times 632. And you get 107.44. Then we'll do dodgeball. And we go 0.06, be careful with that. So 0.06 times 632, and you should get 37.92. And obviously there's not 0.92 of a person, but like, we're gonna leave this on here because it's just a statistic. Okay, and then we're gonna do the last one, which is basketball. We're playing basketball. Apparently this school is. I'm sorry, I just sang into the video. I mean, you're welcome. And 271.76. All right, so if I add all of that up, including the decimals, we should get exactly 632, and that is how you go from a circle graph into statistics, the actual numbers. Okay, that's the end of the unit. Bye.